So earlier this week, Microsoft released an advisory on some malicious software using signed drivers to get implemented on systems. This happens from time to time. I've never made a video on it, so I thought I'd drop in and kind of talk about this and what makes it unique versus our normal malware scares. Um, Malware is just bad stuff that gets installed on the computer, right? Like, could be ransomware, could be something to destroy files, could be there to steal data. What's unique about this issue is that it's using signed drivers to gain access to your system. Um, what that means is organizations like Microsoft and all the big vendors have it. They have partnerships with people who develop drivers for your hardware, right? So the instructions, so the operating system knows how to use a piece of hardware that you have, and it goes through a validation process that Microsoft says, "Yep, this is good based on these standards," and signs the driver. And what they mean by sign is they kind of just say, "Yes, this can be trusted." What this allows for is systems to read it. They're like, "Oh, Microsoft approved this. It must be safe. I'm going to go ahead and execute it." The problem that came about is some of the developer accounts that were submitting things for signing were compromised. So bad guys got these accounts. They started submitting malicious things to Microsoft to sign. Microsoft signed them, and then they get released as part of the normal update stream, and or they get released into whatever methodology. I think in this incident they were actually installing them outside of the standard update streams, but when it gets run on the system, because it's signed, it's less likely to get caught by common antivirus softwares that might have exceptions for it because it has that stamp from Microsoft saying it's safe. Um, it's an imperfect system, but it's much better than the alternative, which is nothing gets signed and gets treated with more trust, and we run into all kinds of other problems. In this case, pretty much everybody caught it. Sentinel One, Mandiant, Sophos all kind of reported this stuff going on back in October, I think. So Microsoft sort of looked into it, and they were able to cut off the signing or the compromised accounts, and they're kind of just going through and saying, "Hey, here's what happened at this point." But yeah, that's what's going on. That's it's listed as ADV 220005 on Microsoft security advisories if you want to go read more about it. It's not the first time it happened, it's not the last, but it is kind of a important reason why code security is really important, why we have to really think through our strategies when dealing with vendors and who we trust. Um, yeah, but that's what's going on. So have a great night, everybody.